Hiya fishy folks, and welcome back to Michael's Fish Room. Today's video, sort of a review and unboxing of the Lee's Triple Flow medium corner filter. It's a box filter, but it's a little kicked up right out of the box. Now my buddy Keith from KJE Aquatics sent this to me to unbox and do a review, and that's what I'm going to do. Make sure you check out KJE Aquatics on Facebook. He should have these in stock. If he doesn't, I'll put a link down to Amazon as well, but make sure you check out KJE Aquatics before you do that. Why don't you guys go ahead, grab yourself a snack and a beverage, and come back. Let's talk about this. Alright fishy folks, here we go. We're going to unbox this. I'm going to tell you all about it. Now, I use these, I have these in some of my tanks already, but Keith said to me actually a couple months ago, hey, I'm going to send you one of these filters. Why don't you talk about it? Okay, that's what I do. He knows if I don't like it, I'm going to smash it, but he knows I'm going to like it, so. Alright, empty box. Here's the best, in my opinion, out of the box corner filter. Lots of stuff here. Let's talk about the different parts. There's the box. There's the bottom where you put your media. And the reason why they have that there is you put your media in here, then you can just take all the media out and boom. Alright. To be honest, I don't remember how this goes together, so we're going to look at the directions. I know, it's crazy. Look at the directions. Attach the base to the bottom of the basket. Okay. Place the basket into the basket. Place the basket insert into the basket. Place the base. Is that? Oh. Boom. Just a dumb guy with a camera here, folks. Just a dumb guy with a camera. Add about 1 inch of filter wool on top of the charcoal. I skipped a step already. Layer 1 inch of activated charcoal into the basket. Be careful that no charcoal gets into the water intake channels. Not going to do that. We're not going to put charcoal in because I don't use charcoal. Then it says add about 1 inch of wool on top of that. Place the wool behind it around the uplift tube. Alright, so here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to add some pebbles. These are just pebbles I got at Home Depot that I've had for years in different tanks. I'm going to use these as ballast primarily. They will add some, they will add a place for some bacteria to adhere, some beneficial bacteria, but I love the lava rock. As you know, lava rock is my favorite choice for box filters for media, and there's a couple of reasons. First and foremost, it's pretty cheap. Secondly, it's very porous, so there's a ton of little nooks and crannies for the beneficial bacteria to grow in. And, you know, some people might say, but this commercially based product has so much more. It might have more, but at some point, you get to a point where the beneficial bacteria will only grow as much as their food source. So if you have, you know, say, room in here for say 1 billion beneficial bacterias, I don't know what they're called, and then you only have enough food source for say 800 million, the other 200 million aren't gonna have enough food. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Anyway, that's that. Then we throw in the filter floss, which is just polyfill. I'll put a link down below. You can get it at Walmart. Well, I don't know if you can get it at Walmart because I don't know if Walmart's open, but you can get it at a couple local stores, or I think Amazon's the place for most people nowadays because you can't go out. Alright, then you got this, but I think they're going to want us to put that sponge in there. There we go. This thing is pretty well made. It's pretty solid. It's a good looking box filter too. Let me check out where they want this. Thread the Airline through the top, push the insert into the discard A-stone, and attach to Airline. So like I said, so there's a little, like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little place where the hose goes through. And that's what we need to thread it through, folks. Thread it through. Thread the needle. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm putting it to the side. And then we put this little doohickey in here. this little doohickey in here. Let's check it out. So I don't typically use air stones in box filters because I'm cheap and I don't think there's really a need to. I mean, you certainly could. And there we go. That's how it looks. Can you see that? Okay. Okay. Then you take your little connector, and then this is what's going to go attached to the Airline. So there you go. It's a pretty neat little filter. This is the standard setup for pretty much every box filter. You need ballast. A lot of times I just use lava rock, but I've been adding some more rocks to it. In fact, I think I'm going to add some more rocks just to make sure. Like just to kind of fill in the cracks so it doesn't float. Maybe get some behind the lift tube if I can. Again, these little pebbles will act as a home for beneficial bacteria to grow, but mostly they're for ballast. There we go. Alright, stuff the polyfill in there. Again, polyfill, cheap, very effective as a mechanical filtration device. That's all the moam and other stuff, uneaten food. And there we go, that's pretty good. Alright folks, that's the unboxing. Why don't you go ahead and refill your snack and beverage. I'm going to set the camera up, put this in a tank, and show you what's up. Stand by. Alright fishy folks, I was going to let this tank settle and show you in a nice clear tank, but I decided, hey, let's see how well this filter can clean this tank up. I disconnected the China filter here, which I do really like. That's the hot rodded one I modified. I'll put a link to that in the description below and up top somewhere in this general area. Anyway, this is the blue neon tank that I thought I saw fry. Then in the video I'm like, I don't see any fry. There's got to be 50 fry. When I moved all the Java moss, there was a ton of fry, which hopefully those adults aren't snacking on right now, because we know fry are tender and delicious. Alright folks, here's the filter. Here's my Airline. I'm going to hook it up, drop it in the tank, and see what happens, folks. This is live. Well, I mean, it's not really live, but you're going to see what happens. So obviously you got to get the air out for it to sink. And there we go. We'll let that work for a little while, and I'll show you the result. Stand by. Fishy folks, I moved the camera so you can see a little bit better how much dirt and detritus this Lee's triple flow corner box filter has sucked up in just a short period of time, and we're talking less than 5 minutes. The water's already starting to settle and get clearer. The box filter has a ton of stuff in it already. You can see the water gets sucked in through the floss and then up through clean water up through the extension tube. So the only thing I see here is this air stone. The reason why they have it, they want it through this little section right here, which you can't see. Maybe if I do this right here, there's like a little place for it to be held in place, which I will try to put in there without breaking it. I think I got it. No, I didn't. Anyway, the reason why they want it held in place there is so the bubbles are lower. There we go. I just heard it click. I mean, just look at how much detritus it already has. It's doing a great job already. Great, probably the best box filter on the market. Alright guys, let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to check out my boy Keith at KJE Aquatics. I know he's stocked up on a ton of stuff because he does a lot of the shows and auctions, and all of those are shut down. So help a brother out. Go check them out, and let me know in the comments down below about your box filter setup. Hiya fishy folks, and welcome back to another video from Michael's Fish Room. Hiya fishy folks, and welcome to another video. Guys, I hope everyone's doing okay, you know, staying at home, trying to stay away from people. Most places are starting to close or are closed now. Stay away from people if you can. You know, that's just my advice. Who cares? I'm not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV. I didn't even stay at a Holiday Inn last night.